phone in hand, trembling, floating in and out of consciousness, not sure if the call would go through in time to 911 to save my own life after a lethal overdose. The regrets and anxiety all flooding in at once. Was thinking, was this going to be the last time that ended it all, or would help get there in time? I want to talk to you about suicide prevention and awareness. This can be a topic that is uncomfortable in society because of its negative connotation. It is difficult to think about suicide because people think of it as a selfish act. But it is troublesome because for most, it is their last act to end their suffering. According to the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, accessed August 2nd, 2021, in 2019, over 49,500 people died of suicide in the United States. This is one death every 11 minutes. Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death. My name is Kylie Gehrke, and over the last decade, I've struggled with suicidal tendencies. I've tried to commit suicide 5 times, and without the resources that I'm about to talk about today, I would not be here to continue going on. Today I'll be discussing suicide awareness, and when it comes to suicide prevention, early detection is key. Recognizing warning signs of suicidal behavior, how to be supportive to someone that is struggling with suicide, and what resources are available to help someone. Warning signs can be changes that are subtle or noticeable actions for somebody that is struggling with suicidal idealization. According to Suicide Awareness Voices of Education, accessed August 3rd, 2021, warning signs include talking of wanting to die, looking for ways to kill oneself, and finding a means to do it. There are other ways that people harm themselves to help them self-soothe. This could be cutting themselves, it could be burning one's skin, it could be using drugs or excessive alcohol drinking, reckless driving, or excessive sexual behaviors. There are feelings of hopelessness, being a burden to others, having no purpose, no will to go on, those kind of feelings that can be warning signs. There are difficult life events that could cause someone to feel suicidal. That could be work struggles, relationship problems, financial struggles. It could be newfound homelessness, the death of a loved one, abuse or trauma, an illness that could be a chronic illness or something that is chronic pain that feels debilitating to the person. After recognizing these warning signs, becoming supportive to the affected person is the next best step in helping them with their struggles. For a suicidal person to know that they have a support system is going to help them when times get tough. First off, have no judgments when a suicidal person comes to you. You need to be their safe place. And do not leave them alone. It is important that a safety plan is put in place for them. Sometimes something that will help is getting them out of the house. If that is going to the park or going to the store, just a change of scenery to get them moving and out into a new environment. Another option, if it's somebody that's close to you, invite them to come stay with you if they live alone. You do not want them to be home alone, stuck with their thoughts. It's going to help them to feel more supported in that way. According to rethinkmentalillness.org, accessed August 3rd, 2021, remember that you don't need to have all the answers or even to completely understand why they're feeling the way that they do. Listen to what they have to say and just let them know that you care. Being a supportive family member is always helpful, but there are professional services out there that can help in suicide prevention. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which can be reached at 1-800-273-TALK or 1-800-273-8255. Their mantra is, "You're not alone." When you call them, you speak with a counselor. It's a free service that can be accessed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There's no time limit on the call. You can call as many times as you need to. They will help develop a safety plan, and if need be, they track the call, and if they feel that the person's life is in danger, they will send the cops or the police officers to the person's house to see if they need further intervention. Another option, if the person is not comfortable making a phone call, is they can text home to 741-741 and text with a counselor. Because some people aren't comfortable with phone calls. In this day and age, everything is about texting, so that's another option. Calling 911 will get police sent to your house. They can then take you by ambulance or by the police themselves to a hospital for psychiatric evaluation. The police can put someone on an M1 mental health hold, which is a 72-hour psychiatric hold, which means that they cannot voluntarily leave a hospital without being deemed medically and psychiatrically cleared by a doctor. And another way to get help is going to an emergency room, stating that the person feels suicidal. The person will be checked in. Security will be assigned to watch the patient. They will be provided a secure room so they will be safe from harm. They will be given an interview with a psychiatrist to see if they need further hospitalization in an inpatient psych unit, or if they can be deemed safe to go home. In that option, it can take several hours or until the next day, because it takes quite a while to be able to get a psychiatrist to come see the person, but they still do get the people the help they need. The last option is people can go to a psych hospital. They do have 24-hour services available. They can do a voluntary check-in. When you do that, going to a psych hospital, they provide medications and group therapies. A stay is usually 3 to 7 days, and each day an individual meets with psychiatrists to discuss their feelings, their suicidal tendencies, how their feeling program is working for them, and developing their plan to go forward so that they can return back to their normal life. Today I've discussed suicide awareness, the warning signs to look out for, how to be supportive to someone struggling with suicidal idealization, and what resources are available to help a struggling individual. A quote from Joyce Meyer, accessed August 2nd, 2021. "Having a rough day? Place your hand over your heart. Feel that? It's called purpose. You're alive for a reason. Don't give up." Thank you.